Week 9. Have I endured too many side effects to continue Mounjaro? Well, if you stick around, I'll let you know if it felt like it was worth going on with Mounjaro, or is it time to call it a day? So, in this video, I'm going to go into the side effects and how it's sometimes been a struggle to cope with them. There's quite a lot of different side effects I've had over the couple of months that I've been on it, from the cold hands to the sulphur burps. I'll also be sharing a few things that you can try to alleviate the symptoms of some of these issues that you may face. Some people do, some people don't. On top of all that, I will be going into what I changed this week, which was my dosage and how it's helped. So I'll get into that a bit later on. And then I'll round off this week with the weigh-in. So is it a gain? Is it a loss? Did I stay the same? All will be revealed at the end, so stick around. As usual, I'll put some chapters along the foot of the page in YouTube, so you can skip to whatever section you maybe want to watch if you're pressed for time. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, side effects. So I've been on Mounjaro 9 weeks now, and I've been taking this drug every single week. I've had a variety of symptoms, some more brutal than others. I mean, one day I actually had to take a day sick because it was so bad, and I couldn't leave the toilet. Not good. So I do log all my symptoms in a spreadsheet each week, and I'm going to share the last 2 weeks' data sheet on the screen just now. So basically, on a scale of 0 to 5, with 0 having no symptoms and 5 being the worst, that's what the sheet's going to represent when you see it on screen. So lately, the issues have been mostly either constipation, diarrhea, or sulphur burps. So it's mostly stomach issues that I've been having. I mention these mostly because they're the worst to try and live through day to day, basically. So yeah, I do get cold hands all the time, and I do get the occasional headache, but that's usually because I've not drank enough water, because you need to be drinking like 3 litres a day. So what can you do if you get these symptoms? Well, what's worked for me when I get diarrhea is Imodium. Now, I don't like taking Imodium because it's like a last stop shop for me because it bums you up. But if you want to leave the house, sometimes you just need to do something. You need to you need to get on with your life, basically. So it really does stop it in its tracks. So I do recommend that you keep this in your medicine cabinet at home, Imodium or some kind of diarrhea tablet. It's also handy to have a pill that's called Psyllium Rusk. I'll put a wee picture up. It absorbs water and bulks up your stool. So it's got ginger and peppermint in it and helps digestion and settle your stomach. So that's worth having also in your cupboard. As I say, I'll put a couple of pictures up with the various things. If you've got the opposite issue, which being bagged up, can't go to the toilet, you've got constipation. I mean, 1 week I didn't go to the toilet for 4 days, and I tried eating Weetabix every morning, getting some bran in, and then I eventually tried some prune juice, which did the job and started things flowing again, let's say. So yeah, keep some prunes in your cupboard. That's all I'll say, just in case you do get bunged up. Now, the one I really hate is the sulphur burps. So they're really unpleasant. You might have seen them, you might have had them. They stink like rotten eggs, and it's due to the food being in your stomach longer than Mounjaro. Well, basically, Mounjaro slows down your digestive system, so there's more food in your stomach for longer, and that's how you get these burps. But a quick swig of Pepto-Bismol cures that right up. A wee picture up above. and usually within 15 minutes you don't have them anymore. So that's again another essential item to have in your cupboards. Now I can cope with being cold, I can cope with the occasional headache, as I said, and it's usually just not having enough water, and I can cope with the dry mouth. I mean, I've got a dry mouth right now, even though I drink tons of water, and I find those things quite tolerable, but it's just the stomach things that really get me. But what side effects are you guys getting, and what's your remedies for them? Let me know in the comments down below, because it'd be great to great to share our problems and our solutions. And just because everybody's going to have the same kind of issues on this drug, let's face it. On that track, I just want to take the opportunity to say thanks for all the comments and hearing about your weight loss stories. It's been great to hear about how Mounjaro is working for you guys out there. But yeah, drop me a wee message. Quite happy to answer any questions. I mean, have you got any topics that you want me to bring up in future videos? If you consider giving me a wee thumbs up and a subscribe, I think I've nearly reached 200 subscriptions now, and I was only on 80 odds last week, so I'm hoping that these videos are helping someone out there that's thinking of going on to Mounjaro or already on it. Okay, so on to the next topic, which is the dosage this week. So yes, I am still on 2.5 milligrams, but over the last couple of weeks I've been taking my injections a wee bit early, so maybe 1 or 2 days early, so it builds up a bit more resistance in my system. So I'm not going to just jump from 2.5 to 5 and double up. I don't want the shock, and I think that's why I've had quite a lot of stomach issues over the last couple of weeks. It's just because I'm taking the drug more often than I should. One of them was the golden dose from pen number 2. As you'll see from the Shotzi app, I'll put a wee picture up, that I have between 3 and 4 milligrams in my system. And if you haven't heard about the Shotzi app, I recommend that you download it. It's a free app on the App Store if you're on Apple, and it basically logs all your shots. It logs your weight loss in a wee graph, and it's just really good. If you like data, you're going to love it. So go on the website and just download that. I'm hoping that my system now settles down, that I'm between, I think I was at 4.2 today, so I'm almost at 5 milligrams, and I'm going to move to the 5 milligram pen next. I'm not hungry at all. The suppression is great. Not had an issue with that. It's just the stomach issues, which I'm just hoping go away, because I can't cope with them every week. Can't be taking time off work. It's just the worst thing. That and sulphur burps. But as you've probably guessed by now, the benefits are definitely outweighing the side effects. So I'm going to continue on my journey just now, while it's still working for me, until the side effects become unbearable. So that's the plan so far on week 9. But as I said, I am going to change that 5 milligram dosage on the next pen, which is a couple of weeks away. And I'm going to change supplier, because the price of my suppliers jumped up quite a bit for the next level of dose. So I'm going to go with another supplier. So I'll let you know how easy it is to jump ship and switch to a new supplier in a future video. Is it easy? Do you have to go through all the rigmarole of the videos, the pictures, doing your weighings? Probably, but is it worth it? I'll let you know. Okie doke. So talked about the dosage, talked about side effects. It's now time for the weigh-in this week. So drum roll, please. Well, I'm pleased to say that it is a loss this week of 1.5 pounds, or 0.68 kilograms if you do it in kilograms. That's now a loss of 1 stone, 8.5 pounds, or 10.2 kilograms since the 20th of March 2025. So I'm really chuffed. I'm now down to a weight of 12 stone 11 pounds or 81.19 kilograms, which is great. We have never lost this much weight so quick, ever. Super pleased with the losses. I know they're not huge numbers, but I'd rather lose steadily and hopefully it'll actually stay off in the long term if I lose it, slowly. Slowly, catchy monkey. So I really hope this is going to train my brain into eating more healthily, having no cravings, no sugar cravings. It's definitely the best thing about Mounjaro for me is not having any cravings for food. I don't even think about food that much anymore, which is nuts. But I know you've got to eat, so you have to eat sensibly. Well, so that's another week done. As I said, drop me any questions in the comments, or if you have a burning topic as mentioned, I'll cover it in a future video. But I'm hoping that you're all enjoying my wee videos. I'm trying to be as honest as possible and hope you all are helping you go on your journey, if you're going to start out or you're thinking about it. But I'll catch you in the next video and I'll just say good luck for now. Bye for now.